Pies. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the bold and the beautiful edition. All right, guys, we're going to jump right into this. Today is Tuesday, September the 20th, 2022. On a scale of 1 to 10, y'all already know how we do. I'm going to give it a 7. It was a 7 for me. I know they had some, it might have been 7.5, but it so we pick up where we left off yesterday, which is the Forster family all together. That's what they call it. They're all together and they're telling Ridge, you need to come home to mom. This is Thomas and Steffi. You need to come home to mom. Can't you feel it? Like, I see the chemistry. You always say about us, me being with Finn or whatever. She was like, Mom, I see the way you're looking at Dad. It's the same look that I give Finn. I said, didn't nobody ever say Taylor wasn't in love with Ridge? That's not the question or whatever. And so Thomas says, all you have to do is say yes, and you can come on home and be where you need to be. Woo, child. If I cursed, I would be cursing all through this review if I cursed. Because then Finn gonna say, it's not just your kids. I say too, hush. Just be happy you're alive, sir. Nobody asked for your opinion. And then anyways, so then Taylor finally says, guys, stop trying to break up his marriage, because that's what you're doing. That is his marriage. Brooke is his wife. He knows how we feel about her. I said, you had to throw that in. We feel. She said he knows how we feel about her, but y'all need to stop. Now, I do like that Taylor did say that, and, to them, it's not going to make a difference, but she did make an effort or whatever. But Taylor knows it's not going to make a difference. They don't care about that. So then we see they break up, right? So we see Ridge and Taylor. And he tells her, thank you so much for trying to back them off of me. And she said, I probably bought you like 5 minutes. That's it. And he said, yeah, they're stubborn kids. I said, Ridge, because Taylor also says, guys, this is complicated because he might love me, or he loves being around us, but he has a family, and Steffi's like, oh yeah, it's complicated because of Brooke or whatever. It's his wife, and Taylor had to read. But anyways, Taylor just is like, I know everything is just all over the place, and they're on you all of the time and or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I know, but it wasn't much what they were talking about. They were still going back and forth about, looking at each other all googly eye. I mean, your kids wouldn't be over you so much if you would stop doing that. Bridge, I blame you, because we know Taylor wants you or whatever. That she's made no secret about it, but you're the one who keeps flip-flopping. If you want to be committed to your wife, then be committed to her. I blame you for this. So then we see Finn, Steffi, and Thomas all together, and they're like, look at them over there. They need to be together. And Finn says, all right. He goes in the kitchen with Ridge and Taylor, and then Steffi and Thomas talk, and she says he needs to be with mom. We have to do something. He was like, what are we supposed to do? And she says, we have to do something, Thomas. We have to make this happen. So then at the house, we see Hope and Brooke talking. So Hope and Brooke are talking and everything, and she's just like, you haven't heard from Ridge, Mom. You're planning this big thing, but you haven't heard from this romantic night, but you haven't heard from him. And she says, yeah, I'm going to hit him up, but you said he was in a meeting. He should be done. So then Liam comes in. And so when Liam comes in, he says, who's having a romantic night? Is it us? I hope it's us. And she said, not unless you want until after you get Beth to bed, if you can get her bed early. He said, and she said, actually, it's my mom and Ridge. And he was like, oh, good, because I heard you got in trouble. And I said, who got in trouble? Trouble? I cannot. I said, a grown woman getting in trouble. He said, yeah, my dad said he was over here and you got in trouble with Ridge and all that. Oh my gosh. And so then Hope is like, what? Bill was over here or whatever? And she was like, yes, but it wasn't like that. And I'm not in trouble or anything. Ridge, he doesn't want Bill and Deacon around, but he understood that it was not expected for Bill and everything. And so Hope says, Mom, is everything okay? Because now I'm hearing that Bill was here and you're planning this romantic dinner. It's okay to say that everything is not okay. And Brooke says, no, everything is okay. I just want to have me and Ridge and I need to be alone. We need some alone time together or whatever. And I said, Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. This storyline, it's just, I can't even believe what I'm watching. But anyway, so she said, we just need some alone time together and everything will be fine. And they said, yeah, because Steffi and Taylor are really, they're over there pushing for Ridge to be with Taylor. And she was like, yes, but Ridge and I gonna be together. Y'all, it's the same thing they've been saying. So then Hope and Liam go and they separate, they leave and go down to the cottage or the log cabin. And Hope expresses her concerns, but Liam said, well, your mom said everything's all good, so I'm just going to think everything's all good. But she also thanks Liam for being, so understanding and caring about her mom and everything that she's going on, after hearing about what happened with Bill, that he was just so understanding. And she also says, because he was like, are you thanking me for, because I've been rough on you about Thomas? And she was like, well, yeah, she gets it. She was like, I get that you don't like me spending all this time with Thomas because of Douglas and everything. Yeah, but anyways, they just hope everything works out with Brooke and Ridge. So then Brooke is all dressed up right, and she got on her cute little black. Brooke got it now, and so she all dressed up and everything, and so she calls Ridge. And Steffi and Thomas see her calling. Well, Steffi does. She said Brooke's calling, and she runs around, grabs Ridge's phone, and runs around the corner. I said, "Girl, what you about to do?" And she tells Brooke, "Hello," and Brooke is like, "Why are you answering Ridge's phone?" She said, my dad's busy. She said, are y'all still at the office? She said, no, he's at home. We're at home. And I said, home? And she said, Brooke was like, well, can I speak to him, please? And Steffi was like, no, he's busy. He's with my mom, enjoying himself. And they're chatting and having a great time and laughing. And it's lovely and everything. And Brooke is like, Steffi, that's my husband. I need to speak to my husband because I need him to come home. And Steffi told Brooke, no, you're not going to speak to him. And he is home where he needs to be with my mom and all that. And then proceeds to hang up in this girl's face. I said, listen, the way my temper set up, I'm coming over. I'm pulling up. But proceeds to hang up in Brooke's face. And Brooke is just like, And so Thomas hears this and he said, what you gonna do if she come over here? And she said, I don't care if she comes over. I said, but your daddy probably would. Like, what? And so then she says, Thomas, we need to break them up. And he was like, Steffi, what you plan on? Like, what could we do? And she said, we have to do what has to be done. We need to break them up. I said, this is not the one you tell that to, ma'am. Like, so now I'm like, okay, you made this whole big deal about Sheila and her drinking, like making Brooke drink, which Sheila was wrong for that or whatever. But Sheila said the whole thing was because she wanted to get your parents together. What's the difference between what Sheila did and what Steffi and Thomas are now going to plan or scheme and get something? Like, what difference is there in that, except that you don't like Sheila? I don't care. This is why I don't like Steffi. This is exactly why I do not like Steffi. Let's move on. So then we see Deacon, and okay, first they show Sheila, and she just so happy that she got to touch and hold Hayes. And then we see Deacon, and he's got that text message from Nikki, but it doesn't have a name on it, so he doesn't know who it's from. And Sheila was like, who is that? And he was like, I don't, it's nothing. And so then he said, did I hear you talking to somebody? And she said, who would I be talking to? I'm talking to myself or something. He was like, girl, I don't know. And he said, what's that look you got in your eyes? And she said, what look? And he said, I don't know, but I don't like it. And so then they started talking and stuff. And Deacon being all flirtatious, I said, sir, please stop taking this crazy woman to bed. Like, what are you doing? stop it. But he keeps telling her, Sheila, you can't be around your family because I feel like you think you could be around them. And she says, don't tell me never. Because he was like, you can never be around him again. Don't say never to me. And he said, girl, you can never be around them again. What are you talking about? Like, you can't. But y'all know Sheila don't be caring. She ain't hearing none of that. She's like, I'm gonna be around my family. And ain't nobody telling me no. And so Deacon is just like, he's over it at that point. But he tells her, I can't babysit you and talk you off the ledge all the time. You just got to know that you're considered dead, so you can't be around them and everything. But Sheila is just Sheila. And so she's like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, I gotta go. And she's like, where are you going or whatever? Who? And he says, I gotta go meet someone. And she said, who? And he said, I don't know. And she was like, and he was just like, Sheila, please just do right or whatever. Y'all, that was bold and beautiful today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.